Welcome back to Majora's Mask. Before the temple, we need to collect a few things, so here's a little montage. Starting off, the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a picture of the Deku King. That way we can trade it to the guy in the tourist booth at the swamp, and he's going to give us a heart container. Next thing on our list, we need to restore the fairy in North Clocktown once again, now that we're Human Link. And in exchange, she's going to give us the fairy mask to attract stray fairies in all of the dungeons. Alright, now that we have that, we're moving on to North Clocktown, and we're going to parkour our way through this little course to collect another heart container. Hoping to have more than 3 hearts when we start off Woodfall Temple today. Next, we're going to come to the swamp and fly onto the roof to collect another heart container. We met this little guy in Termina Field, and he taught us how to dance. So we used his dance moves to teach these dancers in Clocktown, and they gave us another heart container. We then traded some toilet paper to a hand in a toilet for another heart container. Saved this lady's bomb bag so that we could buy it at the store and be able to carry bombs. And then we climbed this tree for another heart container. Now we should be all ready to go with this temple today. Now my goal is to try and make it through the temple and get to the boss, collect all the stray fairies inside the temple. But first we have to reveal the temple by playing the song we learned from the monkey back in the Deku Palace. So by playing the Sonata of Awakening, we have revealed Woodfall Temple. It's risen out of the poisonous swamp. Actually, before I head in there, it'd be nice to collect a fairy. Put it in a bottle, just in case we end up taking a death in here. Hopefully we won't need that. We'll more than likely just be dumping it out at the end of the temple, but it's better to have it than not need it. Alright, so we have a save point and a few stray fairies floating around, I think. I hope I can remember my way through this dungeon. It has been quite a while since I've played some Majora's Mask, so I'm hoping I won't get too lost in here. Throw down a quick save just in case. I guess there was a fairy in here the whole time. Yeah, I'm always going to be saving where I can, just because we've modified this game. I'm a little worried about crashes, but we haven't encountered any yet. It seems to be a pretty stable version of this game so far. We've got our first stray fairy, so I believe there's about 15 in here that we have to collect on our way through the temple. And we'll also have to find a boss key and a dungeon item. Alright, that's number 2. 13 left of those. kind of put them everywhere. Sometimes you kill an enemy, you get one. Sometimes they're in chests. Sometimes they're just floating around in the dungeon. But if we collect all 15, we can restore the Great Fairy for this area. And that'll usually give us some sort of reward when we're done. Yeah, so the poison link, well, Deku scrub link can hop on for 5 jumps. If we fall in there without the mask on, just as regular Link, we'll start taking damage. I don't think we can make that. Maybe we can. Okay, we can fly that far. Well, we got our first dungeon key. Oh, I can't jump that far. I guess we're gonna have to stop at a flower on the way. I don't think I'll pick up the map for this area. It's not very far out of the way. I just don't think I'll need it, so I'm not going to make the detour for it. Yeah, so that stray fairy was hidden inside an enemy we had to kill. I believe there's one in here hidden in a beehive. But there's multiple beehives, and if you get the wrong one, you'll get attacked by bees. So I remember there isn't nearly as many block pushing puzzles in this as there is in Ocarina of Time. There's still quite a few torch lighting puzzles, but less of the block pushing this time around. Yeah, that blast mask we got by saving the old lady from being robbed in Clock Town. It's a nice little bonus. It also allowed us to buy that bomb bag, so we can now carry bombs. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, if you fall in here without that mask on, you just start losing hearts. So we need to start here and light that torch first. And then there might even be another torch we have to light after that. Alright, I'm assuming this is going to be the compass, maybe? Since we skipped the map. It's funny that he jumps right inside when he's in the Deku scrub mask. Okay, we got the compass. Now, one thing that does make me a little sad is I heard recently that Nintendo decided to sue an emulation company. They run Yuzu and Citra. Yuzu being the emulator for the Switch, which I think was what Nintendo was concerned about. But that company decided just to shut down and take down their emulators, I think. Which is kind of sad because Citra was actually one of the few emulators for the 3DS, which is how we're playing this game currently. Of course, I'm using a copy of the game that I dropped with my own 3DS onto my PC and then modded it with this texture upgrade to be able to play it. But none of that would have been possible if it wasn't for Citra, so it's kind of sad to see the company behind this emulator kind of closing their doors and packing it up. Hopefully the emulator will still be up and running for a little while, or otherwise I hope they'll figure out a way to get these games running without it somehow. I'm not sure how many other emulators there are for the Nintendo 3DS and DS, but every time I've tried to mod a game for one of those systems, it's usually been using the Citra emulator. Alright, seem to be making good progress in here. And we're being warned that there's lots of evil in here. Not sure what these shadow creatures are. I tend to just kill things and not look up the names of the enemies. There's some interesting and strange enemies in this game that never really get used in any other Zelda game that I've played, too. I'm pretty sure if we kill all these things, we'll get a reward, so trying to hunt them all down. There also seems to be a torch lighting puzzle in here for a second reward. I'm sure one of them's going to be one of our stray fairies that we need. Yep. So we're halfway through our stray fairies, and I'm sure when we light this torch, it's going to unlock the door for us. We still haven't found any of the mini-bosses in this dungeon. Pretty sure there's more than one, because one gets us the boss key and one gets us the dungeon item. Okay, I wonder if I can lure those things in, or if I'm gonna have to just fly over there and avoid them. It would be nice to bring them to me so I could just pop out of the flower and kill them. Or I could run down to the floor and fight them with a sword. Just don't want them to knock me out of midair when I'm trying to cross. They seem to be just out of range, though. Want to check all these plants, make sure there's no stray fairies hidden down here. So I don't remember exactly where they all are. I'm just hoping I can kind of find them as I go. Okay, I'm glad I came down here. I would have missed this one for sure and had to backtrack. Yeah, I don't think they're hidden too hard to find in here, seeing as it's kind of our first temple. I'm sure by the last one or two, they'll be putting these stray fairies in some more creative places. Can't wait till we get to the part of this game where we can kind of upgrade our sword just so it does more damage and has more reach. Okay, I think we just have to fly across. The platforms don't seem to be moving. I thought they moved in this room. Okay, apparently they start moving once we land on them. Okay, have we been in this room? I know we haven't been up on this floor. I think we were down in this room earlier on the lower level. Yeah, okay, that's a shortcut back up here, in case anything happens. Alright, only 6 stray fairies left. Alright, can't go that way. Oh, looks like we found our first mini-boss. They made the Lizalfos in this game much more terrifying. But using the mask, we can just stun it and then take off the mask and hit it with our sword. I'm sure we could just do this with Deku nuts, but then I'd have to equip them and go into my inventory. It's just easier to do this. So I recall that's one of the better features of the Deku mask, being able to stun all the enemies with it. Alright, we got the hero's bow, so that's going to be our dungeon item. And now we can shoot projectiles when we're running around as Link. We don't have to put on the mask and blow bubbles at things anymore. Okay, it looks like it wants us to shoot that eye and then fly across. I hope I can fly that far. Ah, that's going to make flying over there a lot easier. It's also another shortcut to get back up to this level. Okay, so now we just need the boss key and we'll be ready to finish this dungeon off. Looks like we found our next mini-boss. Okay, I kind of remember this. We got to get in the flower and pop up from underneath him. Knock him flying. To get used to timing this again. I was a little too early there. Okay, so once he's off the turtle, we just have to somehow shoot him with the bow. Where did he go? I can't even see him. Oh, we got him. No more vicious amphibians. That should give us the boss key. Alright, that's going to allow us to reach the boss, but we still seem to be missing a few stray fairies, so I think we still have a few rooms to go through. Almost done this dungeon. Making pretty good time on it, though. I haven't really gotten lost in here at all. Can we talk to him? I think I need some sort of mask to talk to him. Okay, I think we gotta go back to the previous room with the flowers and torches. Now that we have the bow and arrow and the boss key. Alright, I'm just going to assume that's another stray fairy. I was really hoping one of those plants would give me more arrows. Alright, I think there's 4 of those stray fairies left. I hope I don't miss this jump. Nice. So now we need to shoot through this fire and light that torch. Just gonna wait till we come around to make that jump. I don't want to have to climb back up. Well, there's the boss door. But I think I still need to collect a few stray fairies in this room, so I'm gonna do that before leaving here. Oh, there's spiders up there. Now that we have the bow, they're less of a problem for us, though. I don't have to use the blast mask to kill them anymore. Okay, pretty sure there's a couple fairies on each side, and that should complete all the ones we need to collect. We'll be good to move on to the boss after that. Oh, it's gonna make me jump down and climb the other side, I guess. Just trying to be thorough and make sure I don't miss anything, because I really don't want to have to come back in here to collect something. Alright, I think there's only one left, and we can see it out there flying around by the flames. Okay, just got to make my way across before those flames turn back on. Alright, we made it to the boss. I think this is where we're going to leave it, so I hope you'll come back and see us take on the boss in our next episode. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.